Imagine falling in love with a girl when you are just 18 years old. You get married, and before you know it, 30 years fly by. But then, a night comes when you press your own hands against her neck and choke the life out of her. Right after strangling her, you call the police yourself, breathing heavily, sounding panicked and heartbroken, crying over the phone, "My wife is dead." You lie to the police, claiming you just found her lifeless body. But exactly 1 year later, as you stand in a courtroom, the judge looks straight into your eyes and says, "You are a practiced and habitual liar." And in that moment, your wall of lies completely shatters. But wait, this isn't just a story. This isn't a psychological movie thriller. This is a terrifying, real-life reality. The story of a woman named Sian Hammond. All right, guys, welcome back to Who Was. Today, the case we are diving into will shake you to your core. Who exactly was Sian Hammond? And why did her own husband put out her life's light forever? Let's get started. The story goes back to 1990 in the UK. Sian Hammond was just 18 years old, highly intelligent and academically driven. She was a brilliant science student who went on to earn a degree in biochemistry. Around this time, she met a young man named Robert, though everyone fondly called him James. James was also 18. While he wasn't as academically bright as Sian, he was incredibly sharp, business-minded, and had a charm that instantly impressed people. Sian and James clicked right away. Their friendship slowly blossomed into love, and eventually, they tied the knot. To the outside world, they were the perfect couple. After marriage, their lives moved fast toward success. Sian built a career in science and research, while James dived into financial services and property investment. As time passed, they were blessed with 2 daughters, Brooke and Ruby. Sian temporarily paused her successful career to focus completely on raising her girls. But once the daughters grew up, Sian didn't stop. She jumped back into the professional world with full force. Through sheer hard work and intelligence, she built her own firm and became its managing director. For nearly 30 years, their relationship was seamless. They built a beautiful house in Histon, one of the most expensive and peaceful areas in the UK, bought multiple properties, and recently purchased a luxury holiday home for weekend getaways. Their daughters were now young adults studying away from home. Friends and family saw them as the ultimate power couple. A husband and wife who started from absolute zero at 18 and conquered success together over 30 years. But no one could have ever guessed that behind this perfect facade, a dark and terrifying monster was hiding inside James. James began viewing himself as an untouchable, high-flying businessman. He became blinded by greed. On the outside, he looked highly successful, but inside, his empire of cards was about to collapse. His biggest downfall came when he began blindly pouring massive amounts of money into property renovations. He took risks far beyond his financial capacity. Projects dragged on, expenses doubled, and his capital got completely trapped in the market. Even in these terrible times, James refused to let go of his lavish lifestyle and public show-off. As a result, his business went into a massive deficit. To cover his tracks, he started borrowing money aggressively. He fell so deep into this quicksand that he ended up owing a staggering £300,000 to the UK tax department, legal in general, and various short-term high-interest lenders. And this is where James's terrifying true face emerges. Whenever creditors demanded their money, James fabricated unbelievable, spine-chilling lies just to buy time. He told people he was diagnosed with advanced cancer and was counting his final days. He claimed he had a severe mental breakdown. He went as far as lying that he and Sian were going through a bitter divorce, just so people would feel sorry for him and stop asking for money. During one recorded phone call with a creditor, James smoothly lied. "I can't talk right now. I'm literally waiting on a call from my cancer specialist at the hospital." Not a single word was true. Sian Hammond's husband had become a master con man, and Sian was completely, utterly oblivious to it all. James was drowning, and he saw only one escape route, a route that required the death of his wife. Sian had a life insurance policy worth £450,000. If anything happened to her, that entire payout would go directly into James's pocket, instantly wiping out his debts. But there was a catch. James hadn't paid the premiums for a long time, and the policy had lapsed. Desperate, James borrowed even more money just to quietly pay off the overdue balance and reactivate the £450,000 policy. With the money secured, James began planning her murder. He opened his laptop on the night of October 26th and typed a horrific search into Google. What dosage of diazepam causes an overdose in a human? Sian actually had a fear of flying and was scheduled for a flight that upcoming weekend. She was anxious and planning to take diazepam to calm her nerves. James's twisted plan was to secretly spike her dose with a lethal amount, making it look like a tragic accidental overdose or suicide. But it seems his internet research revealed that a pure diazepam overdose rarely guarantees death on its own, or he simply couldn't gather enough pills. The plan stalled, but his sinister plotting didn't stop there. On the very morning of the murder, just hours before Sian died, James searched for something else highly disturbing. How to disable the passenger airbag on a Ford Focus. The Ford Focus was their family car. James was setting up a backup plan to stage a brutal car crash where the passenger side airbag wouldn't deploy, ensuring Sian wouldn't survive while he walked away safely. Realizing that both the drug overdose and staged crash were too unpredictable, James decided to take matters into his own hands. Literally. Sunday, October 29th, 2023, started like any normal day at the Hammond household. Their daughters were away. James woke up, took the car for repairs, and came back. The couple had lunch together, hit the gym for a workout, and spent the evening watching television on the sofa. Sian had absolutely no idea that this was her final evening on Earth. Late that night, James used his bare hands to strangle his wife. Medical evidence later proved that Sian was choked for at least a full, excruciating minute. Sian fought desperately for her life. The forensic team found defensive wounds, bruises, and gripping marks on her face and arms where she tried frantically to push James off her. But James was possessed by cold-blooded greed. It was a merciless, agonizing death. Once it was over, James dialed 999 at 1:58 a.m. The emergency operator began instructing him on how to perform CPR. James faked a breathless, sobbing voice, acting as if he was trying to save his wife. But it was pure theater. He knew she was already gone. Emergency services arrived within minutes. The scene inside the bedroom was horrifying. Sian lay lifeless on the bed, and James was weeping hysterically next to her, putting on a grand performance of a grieving husband. Paramedics tried their best, but it was too late. Sian was pronounced dead at the scene. James initially told the police that Sian must have suffered a sudden, massive heart attack. But the responding officers immediately smelled a rat. Why? Because Sian's face, neck, and hands bore unmistakable marks of a violent physical struggle. The police instantly froze the crime scene and took James into custody. The next day, Sian's post-mortem destroyed James's heart attack theory. The forensic report explicitly stated the cause of death: strangulation. This was officially a murder investigation. Cambridgeshire police cyber experts seized James's laptop, phone, and a critical piece of evidence: the fitness tracker Sian was wearing on her wrist. Sian's fitness tracker became the silent witness that exposed everything. It recorded that during the night, her heart rate initially spiked slightly during a moment of intimacy with her husband, but then suddenly skyrocketed to an extreme, unnatural, terrifying level for nearly 20 minutes. It captured the exact timeline of her final, desperate struggle for survival against her husband. Combined with his Google history, the insurance reactivation, the diazepam overdose search, and the airbag disable query, James was completely trapped in a cage of his own digital footprints. The evidence was undeniable. During the trial, prosecutor Christopher Paxton KC laid bare James's deceptive life, branding him a master manipulator who slaughtered his companion of 30 years out of sheer financial greed. On July 17, 2024, the hammer of justice fell. The judge found James Hammond guilty of murder and sentenced him to life imprisonment. The judge ruled that James must serve a minimum of 24 years behind bars before even being considered for parole. A happy home, 2 beautiful daughters, a thriving business, all destroyed in a flash by one man's ego and greed. Sian Hammond got justice, but her daughters Brooke and Ruby lost their mother forever. In court, they stated through tears that their father had permanently stolen their mother and their absolute best friend. Looking at this entire case, one thought keeps echoing in my mind. Sian was an incredibly smart, highly capable business executive. If James had just dropped his toxic ego and told her the truth about his 300,000 pounds debt, Sian would have easily helped him out. They could have survived that crisis together. But sadly, James's greed completely blinded his sanity, and destiny had other tragic plans. Now, I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Do you think James did this strictly for the insurance payout? Or did his web of lies push him to a point of no return? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Your engagement helps these tragic stories get noticed, so we can learn from them. If this story moved you, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Until the next video, take care and goodbye.